my God, dude.
Yo!
Today we got Ariana Grande. She just dropped a new song and music video. I'm not even going to keep you waiting. Let's just go.
Oh, yeah. Real exclusive. Typical Ari.
You know, I think I liked it better when her ponytail was a few centimeters higher. Right. And I mean,
Love it.
Who cares if she's happy? I don't want happy. I want art.
I miss the old Ari.
Huh?
You know, the singer.
You don't say.
She's coming for y'all.
I hear she's starting her own artisanal hummus line next.
Oh my God, did she really do that?
Sounds good.
Well, I read it on the internet, so it must be true.
Well, it must be.
This better slap, girl. You're coming for people hard, okay? It is true, though. People are absolutely obsessed with every single element of her life. There's a few celebrities that people are absolutely obsessed with their personal life. Ariana Grande, Billie Eilish, Taylor Swift, and at some point Shawn Mendes, but come on. He did that to himself.
Pee in the water.
Oh, I don't know why you haven't yet. Weird.
Are we hearing some Beyonce influence here? Some little bit kind of house music-y. It's a very different direction for her. Completely new. All right, I'm pumping. Pump me up. Is that her? Ooh, that entrance. That hat. Sorry, the reveal of the hair. She did that on purpose. But we've already seen the hair, girl. The only difference is it looks more orange today. It's fine, though. What was I thinking? Her voice sounds very different. And I'm not quite sure exactly why yet, but it sounds different. I know why. I'm so curious to know what the reception of this is going to be, because it is so unlike anything we've heard from her in terms of the production and the vocals. Although the vocals I kind of saw coming. There's a difference in her vocal style. I'll discuss that. Should I do it right now? No, we're going to do it later. I want to hear where this goes next. I'm almost getting gaga from this. Did they just sniff her armpit, dude? What is going on?
My tongue is sacred, I speak upon what I like. Protected, sexy, discerning with my time. Your energy is yours, and mine is mine.
She's talking so weird.
It's mine. My face is saying, I don't need no disguise. Don't comment on my body, do not reply. Your business.
She's mad. She's mad, dude. But people have really been taught, like, it's TikTok, I think. I mean, this was the thing before TikTok, but with TikTok, everybody has an opinion, which, you know, everyone always used to have an opinion, but it's amplified. Anyway, I saw so many people talking about her appearance, talking about her body in a negative and hypercritical way, in ways that for some reason is okay to do about her, but we don't think is okay to do about other people. And this happens with a few different artists, but I don't know, she sounds pissed, which, you know, she should be. She's giving Glinda. Wait, what? Who's what? It sounds like that was, why would they censor that? Is that, huh? I think she's saying, who cares about whose dick I ride? I didn't know that she was the top. Oh! There it is. One more time. I was about to say I hope there's some high notes in this, but then I was going to be like, you know what? This is a video about silencing the critics. Maybe I shouldn't. But that's what I was thinking. I'm going to be real. And I'm so glad she gave it to us, and they sound different. Again, her tone sounds different. It's so quiet and controlled. Oh my God, dude. It is so clean. It's the cleanest I've heard those high notes from her. She always can, I mean, her tone, look, her tone is different, and we're going to talk about it when this video's over. It's so obvious to me now. Huh? Dude, I love it because this is exactly what fandoms are like. Especially when an artist disappears for a while, they will get so hypercritical of that artist to an obsessive degree and rude. They'll start getting rude. They'll say things that they never would have said before. And then when that artist drops again, then all of a sudden they're fans. And all of a sudden they're like, oh my God, I love her so much. She's just like Queen. Not 3 months ago were you talking the most amount of shit. People are weird, man. People are weird. I do find that it's getting somewhat better over time. Like, I think people are learning how to interact with celebrities, if that makes sense, because social media kind of makes us feel like we're closer to them, and I feel like people are getting a little bit better at that. But maybe it's just that her fans in general are getting a little bit older, and so they're less weird. But anyway, that's what she's saying, right?
They'll just love it. They'll love it.
Interesting. That was an interesting commentary. Read a few comments and we'll talk about what's different with her voice. She doesn't have to do much anymore. Clean, elegant, uplifting. I love this, to be honest. My life needs this new album. Huh? Wait, there's going to be a whole album? I love how strongly her message comes through, not only the song, but the visuals. We're seeing a whole new side of her. I'm curious to see how people are going to receive this long term, because a lot of times audiences, and particularly fandoms, don't like when the person that they like kind of criticizes them a little bit. And it is interesting because at first I was wondering, is she criticizing her own fandom or is she criticizing people outside of her fandom? And it's maybe a little bit not so clear, but I do think that there's at least some of that criticism directed towards her own fandom. And people usually don't like that. You know, this literally just came out. There's not very many more comments here. I'm curious. In terms of my opinion, I really like this song. It's not No Tears Left to Cry, but I really like it. I like the new direction. I love it. I have no complaints. So now the vocals. So Ariana Grande has a lot of different sides to her vocal tone. She's given us lots of different sounds. She's given us some really deep, full, dark tones, like in her collaboration with The Weeknd. My Married Queen. Earlier in her career, she gave us these really bright, light, poppy vocals that had a very, very lifted, soft palette, which would have been something like a head in the clouds, got no weight on my shoulders. where it's kind of this type of a thing. And then we have a song like Positions, where she's somewhere in the middle. It's kind of dark, but it's a little bit light at the same time. But her soft palette is not super, super high up. We get something like this.
Boy, I'm trying to meet your mama on a Sunday.
But there's even though this is a light sound, it's still kind of round. Does that make sense so far? Now what we're hearing from her, which we also heard in her live performances that she did recently of some of her earlier work, which I have reactions to. So check those out if you're interested. There's going to be more posted on my channel soon as well, so subscribe for that. I heard this coming even back then. Now, it's almost like she's gone completely in the bright direction. You can think of vocal sound color as being a spectrum, light to dark. And there are a number of different things that you can change within your vocal tract to get your voice to go in one direction or the other. You can lift the soft palette. That makes the sound a little bit darker. Ha, ha. You can lower the larynx. Ha. There's a million different things that you can do to darken the tone. And she's taken that dial and gone all the way almost to as bright as she can possibly go. Her soft palette is low. Her larynx is kind of high, which isn't a bad thing. A lot of people think it's bad. It's not a bad thing. And you end up with sounds like this. Noticed. What's this? Right? There's not this noticed. There's not so much space there. It almost has like a chipmunk sound. You know what I'm saying? Baby. Right? There's a little bit of more openness and fullness to that, but you get the idea. You can compare this to that. Right? She has a little bit of that lift. You know what I'm saying? I'm exaggerating it. You can hear the space. And you can hear feel like a dangerous woman. Has a little bit of that. It's supposed to feel like a dangerous, right? Which is where she goes in Yes and. Now there's some other changes as well. Singers rarely operate in such extremes exclusively. You do hear a little bit more of her voice filling out in those top notes than she does in the bottom. That's what happens when singers kind of develop their sound, is they move their sound in one direction, but they kind of pull things in from previous work, and they kind of craft like a voice that moves and is dynamic, that does more than one thing. So it's not that simple. It's to just say, it's completely bright, it's completely dark, because there's a lot of elements of how she sings Dangerous Woman in those high notes. I'm talking for way too long. Anyway, hopefully, oh my God, I'm getting hot and sweaty. Hopefully you liked my reaction. I already know I'm gonna get a lot of comments from you fuckers saying that I'm one of those people in the audience that she's talking about, and maybe I am, but hey, that's my job. Be sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new, or if you're not so new. Like the video if you like the video, and look, I'm going to be looking out for anything she does next, because I'm super curious, especially anything Wicked related, because she's going to be in the new production of Wicked, for those of you who don't know. It's a movie version, that is. But anyway, until next time, Tristans. And just from. Peace.